We're really delighted to have been commissioned by the National Trust to undertake a visitors' research into the way in which visitors responded to and engaged with the 2017 national programme, which was focused around the project Prejudice and Pride. And that programme was all about revealing and celebrating lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender stories and heritage, so the relationship between the two. We collected data from a number of different sources from visitors. So we had comments cards which were used across all the participating sites. We also did in-depth interviews, and we responded also to emails and letters from visitors who were prompted to contact the Trust. There were three things that we wanted to find out from the visitors. We wanted to see how visitors have been prompted to think differently by Prejudice and Pride. We wanted to see how Prejudice and Pride impacted on visitors' perceptions of the National Trust. And we also wanted to see how Prejudice and Pride had really enriched understanding, how it had stimulated debate and thinking about contemporary issues. We know from the press coverage that there was a huge amount of negativity in relation to Prejudice and Pride, but the research actually reveals a much more positive picture. Significantly, 72% of visitors were in support of the National Trust exploring LGBTQ heritage and culture. And of the remaining 28%, there was only 12% that were negative about it. The remaining 16% offered sort of ambiguous or obscure comments that it was difficult to categorise as either being supportive or being critical.
The research revealed a nuanced and complex picture, one that revealed a wide array of different perspectives, opinions and ideas. Many members of the LGBTQ community felt really represented, they felt welcomed by the National Trust through seeing a programme like Prejudice and Pride. And for everyone, the feeling of being included, of being represented is absolutely key. Seeing stories that had been previously hidden or obscured was also really significant. Visitors spoke about learning far more about LGBTQ people, their histories, their stories, and actually through seeing their stories represented at different properties, they realised actually how significant LGBTQ people in the community are to the nation's heritage and also specific properties. Connections between historic stories, historic sites, as well as historic injustices were also made by visitors, and many visitors spoke about the contemporary relevance, the fact that actually many of these injustices are happening today, and so those connections between historic stories and the contemporary political situation were really relevant, and many visitors noted that. So the research that we found from the visitors and members through our variety of research methods were incredibly rich, and we've shared these stories, these experiences and these perspectives through our research report. So please do take a look at this to find out more.